So the first thing I'm going to do is, and I know it looks a little strange that I have a branch up here, but we're going to talk about that. When Brother David, I said, what's the theme of the men's breakfast? I said, is there any specific message that I should deliver? And he said, no, but I'll give you some Bible verses. I said, that's even better, because you can never go wrong with the word itself. So he said, John 15, 1 through 8. And the theme was, let my people grow. So I just want to read these, because this will actually be the backdrop of everything that I speak about today. So it says, I am the true vine, and the Father is the vine grower. He takes away every branch in me that does not bear fruit, and every one that does, he prunes so it bears more fruit. You are already pruned because of the word that I spoke to you. Remain in me as I remain in you. Just as a branch cannot bear fruit on its own, so neither can you unless you remain in me. Because without me, you can do nothing. And I want to park my vehicle right there and repeat that one. Because without me, you can do nothing. I just want to say that one more time for an extra level of importance. Because without me, you can do nothing. Very, very important. It's a critical verse. Anyone who does not remain in me will be thrown out like a branch and wither. People will gather them, throw them into a fire, and they will be burnt. Remain in me, and my words remain in you. Ask for whatever you want, and it will be done for you. By this is my Father glorified, that you bear much fruit and became my disciples. Became my disciples. So again, when I read that over and over and over and asked for clarity on that word, I said, what is the theme that I'm going to present to these brothers today, to the sisters that came out as well? And God gave me two words, branch out. God gave me two words, branch out. So we go back and kind of give you the backstory on this branch. Every day my kids and I, my 7-year-old twin girls, we like to take walks in the afternoon. I want to get you guys exercising, and I notice when we take these walks, they'll tell me all about their day. I won't have to ask questions, how was your day? And I normally do that anyway. But we take these walks 15, 20 minutes, and they'll tell me everything good, bad, or indifferent. So it's actually a great time to connect with them. And we were walking on Wednesday, and strangely enough, the youngest one by 1 minute, Chloe, she had pulled off a branch. I didn't think anything of it. When we coming back on Thursday, Brother David, his name jumped into my mind. I said, that's it. That's the branch. And I went back and I got this branch. And when we think about branching out, and there's 5 specific areas that I'm going to talk about, when we think about branching out in our lives, I want you guys to think about this one. That this right here is faith. For those that love God, this is faith. This is branching out. Does anybody know how? Does anybody know how? This is faith. Nobody knows, I'll tell you. This is faith simply because faith is walking on a branch and watching a tree fall. I'm going to say that one again. Somebody might have missed it. Faith is walking on the branch, looking down, and watching a tree fall. That's what faith is. That's what faith is for us. As Christians, that's what faith is. Walking out, literally branching out. When you heard that term, it literally means to branch out on something, to step out on something, and you're leaving something behind. But when you look and that tree is gone, and you standing on that branch, you have nothing but faith. You have nothing in faith simply because that's God, your faith. So that's why I came up with the theme of branching out today. I want to branch out in 5 areas. The first area I want to branch out is spiritually. Does anybody in here still need God? Do we need God? Yeah, we still need God. So spiritually, we still got to branch out. I don't know where you are in your spiritual relationship with God, but you still have to branch out. Some of us, we ask for God, we pray, We ask God to give us things. We receive these things, and we're no longer connected to God. We stop branching out. God, I want the man and woman of my dreams. You get them? Haven't been to church in 4 weeks. God, bless me with a new car. You get the Lexus, you get the Mercedes-Benz. Congregation, haven't seen you in 60 days. Because you got what you want. God, give me, as we as African Americans say, give me the good government job. You get the good job. Congregation don't see Brother Jones. Sister Mary is not showing up. Why? We're not dependent on God anymore. We're not branching out. We're not stepping out on that branch and say, God, I need you. Because we got what we want. Our faith is not the same. So part of having that spiritual walk and that connectedness to God and continue to branch out is you got to have faith. You got to be connected. And I'm going to go back to the text itself. In the text, the word is the word. It's undeniable. So I'm going to go back to the word, and it all ties in. Remain in me as I remain in you. Just as a branch cannot bear fruit on its own unless it remains on the vine, so neither can you unless you remain in me. Now, the word that I want you to take out of that, that's repeated, is the word remain. Remain. Remain is simply keeping yourself connected, clinging to, alive to, faithful. That's what you have to do to branch out spiritually. Remain with God. Remain in the word, the text itself. Sometimes we stray away from that. We stray away from that a lot. Okay? And in order to branch out, you can stand on that branch and understand what faith is, but you got to be connected to God. You got to remain with God. Remain in his word. Remain not to the left of his will, not to the right of his will, but in the middle of his will. Because if you remain in the middle of God's will, you'll never go too far to the left. You'll never go too far to the right. You'll be right in the middle where you need to be. You'll be right in the middle where you need to be. And that's one of the things that we absolutely need to do.